Morning all. Evil Tweedle reporting in. Just collecting all my bits and bobs. Tough war, the last one. A war I feel that we probably should really have won. Some interesting attacks from the opposing team. Lots and lots of multi-golem attacks on our bases. So even their Town Hall 9's using 4 or 5 golems with a bunch of wizards behind it and jump spells to get themselves around our bases. Wasn't for the most part all that successful for them, but at the end of the day they beat us by 2 stars. So they may be French, but good warring, old school. My own attacks, Cura came down and just wiped out number 8. But my own attacks were 2 stars on their 10 and then 9. But the one attack that I really wanted to show right now is this one by Rude, who has been using some interesting combinations recently. Mostly in prior war he's been bringing a number of Valks to bust up the core of a base and back end hogs, and strategic hogs at that. This time he's going to attack this base right here. It's got 4 ADs really close together in 2 separate compartments in a walk around ring here around this core of the base. He's only bringing 1 hound, 13 balloons. At the end of the day, when I play this, he's going to come in on the queen, obviously get the CC out really quite early. Level 20 queen, 19 king, and I come in and wallop that queen, hound in the CC, jump spell here. So he's opened up this compartment. He needs stuff to still be standing in here for his Valks to come in, even though, to be fair to them, those wizards are going to take care of that collector, and he's cleared out the trash around here, so his Valks should come in here. Hound's dead. Whilst the golems are still alive, the queen is going to happily pick off some of those larva pups. There's 1 AD down. Golems into the car, kings into the car, and Valks in. So basically, all this stuff together, the Valks are going to get in between here and here and here and here, and they're going to rip this base a new hole. So he isn't just going to get 2 ADs with the start of this attack. Rude's actually going to get 3. Valks are tough, they can take a beating, and they are doing. Nearly got the town hall. We've got golems tanking for them. Both expos down, and only 1 AD left. I mean, it's outstanding, absolutely brilliant. I've not seen anyone attack like this before. And the only thing that I would have said would just hang on to a couple of those balloons. Everything got clumped up there. Everything else was so good. And I do the same thing with my balloons. I tend to get them there. I tend to release them in a way that they end up being clumped. If you'd have saved a couple, well, to be fair, you would have struggled. So it would have been good to save a couple for this last bit here. Although, to be fair to them, they get the defences. And this just comes down to time. They're not as quick as hogs. Absolutely love that attack. Interesting mix of troops. Even saved that poison to the air scalers at the end. Love that. I'll show you my second attack today. As I hit 10, not quite so well. 90 was close. Now, from an earlier replay, I know that there is a Tesla here and a giant bomb in each one of the corners. Tesla, giant bomb, Tesla, giant bomb, like that, and one up here as well. No double stacks. So I'm going to come in on the queen after getting out the CC the same way that Empty Skull did. Poison all that stuff. When that's done, I'm going to lure them over to the other side with an archer. So taking a vast chunk out of that dragon, give him a golem to toast. If I don't place a jump spell down there, the golem's going to end up coming this way. So WBs open up the hole, and my second golem in front of my king and my queen. That's something that I saw the Kerms doing a lot. Works well for their leaders. So dealt with that first giant bomb. They're going to be able to survive singles elsewhere, but importantly for me, when I release my hogs, they're going to get that expo. Then they're going to come in here and around the base that way. They're probably going to meet that giant bomb there, and I'm hoping that stuff is going to come down here and survive long enough to get this Tesla here. Doesn't work. Sweepers are a real annoyance because they're obviously not hitting hogs, but they've got to blooming target them. Hogs are suffering at that point. They're not going to go down to that Tesla and cannon. Get them under heel. There's nothing in that gap there. Maybe spring traps. Could have led that heel on a bit, to be fair. So we've got quite a lot of weak hogs left at this point, which is unfortunate. If they'd have been at higher strength, they'd have survived this and would have got the 3-star. Instead, lose too many, just end up with 2 left, and the king and the cannon take them. And that was the reason it was only a 2-star. So yeah, the prior war was an utter clusterfuck. And what? Well, I've got wizards actually. Those. Yeah, so not the worst one in the world. We had 2 stars on plenty of Town Hall 10s. We really could have done with those being 2'd. If those had been 2'd, we would have won this war. But that is something that obviously people are working on. I can't speak for the Town Hall 10 attacks. And I'm not going to show you the replay when Kiora got beaten last week, despite the fact that it was an awesome attack. Sorry, Kiora. Anyway. Next war tonight, starts tonight for me anyway. Good luck, Atkins. Let's come back strong. We had an 8-win streak for a couple of recent losses. We will come back. Tweet out.